Alright, welcome back. We are playing another 2,000 point game of 40K. Playing the Grand Tournament 2020 list retrieval mission. It's number 11. It's long ways deployed. I'm playing against Mr. Burkle and his Blood Angels. Yeah, fucking stabby stabby vampire time. Going over all the terrain stuff, we play a little bit different where basically almost everything you're shooting over counts as dense terrain. So it's one of those things that like it makes no sense that a forest is -1 to shoot, but like a whole fucking building is not -1 to shoot. Kind of doesn't make sense. So we kind of played that as one of our terrain rules. Everything else is kind of -2 to move over. These things are scalable, not breachable. Buildings are breachable. And if you're in them, you can see them. It shouldn't be a building advantage just because there's that bricked off wall that they can't Kool-Aid Man out, but be invisible on the way in. And yeah, so just a little bit of a heads up on how we play with our terrain rules. Mark, do you want to go over what you're bringing?
Okay, I'm bringing, I have a unit of Outriders, 2 units of 8 Sanguinary Guard. These guys are proxies right now for suppressors, because I'm waiting for my other unit. I have the Sanguinary Ancient, Azrath, a Sanguinary Priest. The Sanguinors in reserve, in space. These 3 Eradicators are coming in strategically. I have a unit of 5 Intercessors with Power Fist, Unit 8 Death Company, 3 Suppressors, and then 3 more bikes hiding over here.
Nice. On my side, I have my unit of 6 Destroyers with the little Lobster Boy, unit of 16 Warriors with the Strength 5 Flares, or is it the Reapers? Fuck, I can't remember. Strength 5 Guns. I got a unit of Scarabs hiding out in the back, just holding, making sure that he can't drop out of space behind me. Doommark up on the building, Doommark up on the building, another Doommark holding the zone with my Destroyer Lord, another unit of 15 Warriors with the short stubby guns, my Xeris, and a Catacomb Barge. There's some Canipto Thralls, my Killicans right behind, and then a unit of Warriors basically in that building ready to move out. Another unit of Scarabs holding up the other side so he can't drop behind me. My build for my characters is kind of the same thing as last time. This dude is -1 on the damage, and he gets +1 from living metal. And then my command barge is +3 to all of the auras, and he has the upgraded resurrection orb. I have to make my 6-inch move off of the advanced line, and we rolled for who goes first, and Necrons get first turn. Again, this mission is taken hold, so it's 1, 2, or more for victory points, and we'll see you after Necron's turn 1. So, just finished, concluded Necron turn 1. I did my 6-inch move up, in my command phase, I gave this unit +1 to hit, and this unit over here +1 to hit, and then my protocol for this turn is the protocol of the sudden storm, which means I can either get +1 to move or I can shoot and do an action. I chose shoot and do an action, which didn't actually matter because the things I could have shot at ended up dying. So the Warriors basically just moved up. This unit got +1 strength from Xeris. He's hiding in this building with some Canothralls, towing the line and making sure he can't be shot. And, Scarabs kind of moved around to just, again, try to avoid dropping in from behind. I placed banners on all 3 of my objectives. And Doommark shots I missed on the shot into that one dude. And the 2 Doommarks blasted a unit of bikes off on that other corner. Nothing else can be seen. So it is off to Blood Angels turn 1. And I think I'm going to get punched in the face. So
Yeah, it's like fucking kill warriors.
So we just finished Blood Angels turn 1. Bikes ripped up the side. Sanguinary Guard all jumped into the middle of the battlefield. Intercessors ran up. Another Death Company unit jumped behind that container. His suppressors flew up the side. His other unit of suppressors are more in the middle. And his space boys are staying in space. Shooting, he did suppressors into my Doommark. I did quantum shielding, and he ended up having 3 shots go through, doing 6 damage to my Doommark. The other ones, I think, shit the bed.
No, they killed the Killicans.
Oh yeah, they.
Got my grandma down.
That's yes.
Down.
He killed my Killicans because I thought they were going to be safe behind the thing and towing the line. Not so much. But yeah, so he blasted the Killicans down, which counted for one of the dudes. So now we're even at this point for grind him down. Sanguinary Guard shots, killing like I think it was 4 total warriors out of the Sanguinary Guard
like
and the bikes.
And like a unit and.
Yeah, so 4 of these warriors died after armor saves and regenerations and everything, and then he charged into the unit of 15 that was on this wall. I stood and shot, doing like 6 wounds, and he saved a bunch, and 1 dude died and 1 dude got wounded. Then he proceeded to wipe out the 15 warriors without the use of his giant swords boys.
Yeah, like 4 guys did it.
And then he moseyed his way into that warrior unit, which then they punched him in the face to do nothing. And then I think that was warriors. So Mark scores 3 for grind him down and 2 for engage all in fronts because this little bastard snuck across the line. And we're off to Necron's turn 2. So we just finished Necron turn 2. My army moved up over the barricade. Destroyers kind of moved up as well. The Lord also moved up. Sarah's kind of moved over to the corner near that building. Again, Scarabs and shit are doing nothing, just hiding, holding points. My warriors fell back and shot. Oh yeah, and so it was the protocol of the Conquering Tyrant, so my army can fall back and shoot. Which they did. And didn't do much. I think they killed like 1 guard, 1 Cenarian guard themselves.
The cannons killed a lot of them.
Yeah, cannons did a bunch of wounds into them.
Almost killed the whole unit.
Yeah, but blasted that unit down. Like 8 dudes died. But then Mark did the 2 CP stay around. And on this side, my destroyers charged in onto the bikes. And he did the CP heroic, I guess come down from space and get up in that combat. Allowing only the 2 of the Threshers with the stabby axes on the arms to fight him, and then the big dudes had to go into the bike. There was a little mix-up on who I was hitting, and 8 wounds got transferred into 3 wounds, which then he saved the majority of them. So it's a little sus on that dude being there.
Yeah, a little sus.
And he spent CP to have his Sanguinary Guard do a 6-inch heroic intervention onto my Ceres, which he didn't need to be 6 inches away from them. So that's a little bit of a gotcha on me.
Sorry, man.
And and yeah, so he intervened so that his dudes just punked out Ceres. I could not reanimate him. And over here, his dude killed 2 of my Scorptech destroyers, and 1 came back. So we're off 2. Oh, in my turn, I got 10 points for holding 2 or more. And I got 3 points for banners. And so we are off to... and in my turn, I killed 1 unit. And in my turn, he still killed 1 unit. So he only has to kill 1 unit to get his, oh shit, what's it called?
Grind him down.
Grind him down. Yeah, so we are off to Blood Angels turn 2.
Yeah.
Alright, so Mark was feeling super bad that of 2 gotchas. So we kept this one going in. And we didn't do the re-roll over it. We just, it's kind of math hammering. If my 3s go to 4, 3s re-rolling 1s go through, and he still had to make his 4 saves, he still rolled 4 2s. So the 4 saves still would have basically taken the dude off.
Invuln on 8 dice.
Yeah.
So he's still dead.
Yeah.
I still paid my 2 CP, so I got to fight, so I killed the destroyers. And then that stopped me from having a heroic intervention, Insane Courage over here. So I re-rolled it. I'm dead anyways, so...
Yeah, roll a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so then the grinding down is 3 on my side. I've killed 3 and you've killed 1.
Yep.
So you have to kill 3.
You've killed 3. 1, 2, 2.
The bikes.
Oh yeah, 3. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Blood Angel's turn 2. Alright, so we just finished Blood Angel's turn 2. In his turn, Eradicators came onto the table. His Sanguinary Guard flew over here after he did all the litanies in the world, just singing them around. One of his priesty boys has got a 4-up invuln, and I think it's his chaplain. And yeah, all of the litanies from Captain Singboy went off. These guys flew over to charge into the butt of my command barge, and some Death Company came over to jump up and blow up my Dumark. His attack marines, or his aggressor, sorry. Fuck, I can't remember what those guys are. What are those, just your normal marines?
Yeah, intercessors.
Intercessors moved up and it charged in on my warriors. Same thing with the suppressors. Both units of suppressors and Melta Boys all blasted my destroyers down. I did the -1 to wound them, so that actually saved their life because all of the suppressors were rolling 3s.
I rolled 3s.
All 3s. In combat, in shooting, nothing else really happened. I think most of it was into the destroyers.
I clinked off a couple guys, maybe 1 or 2, but that's it.
Yeah, charges. The Sanguinary Guard came in and did 4 wounds to my battle barge. I spent the extra quantum shielding on him, and then Captain Singboy. I intervened and did 4 wounds to Singboy.
Yeah, Azrath. And then he killed.
Then Azrath just punked out.
And then the warriors punked Azrath.
Yeah, and then 5 warriors came across and punched him in his glass jaw.
With his one
one wound left. That warrior unit did a decent job. I lost 9 dudes. Well, I think I lost like 7 dudes in it in the combat after reanimation and armor, and then I lost like 2 more dudes from fleeing.
Yeah. So
they're still around. Dumark took 5 wounds and did nothing in return. And yeah, Mark scored
an assassinate.
Engage
on all fronts.
Yep.
And then did I get a grinded down?
You killed 1 unit.
1 unit. So it was.
You needed to kill 2.
I needed 1 more. Yeah, I needed them to die.
To tie.
Yeah. So I don't get a grind, but I got engaged on all fronts. Oh, not for. It's for. Actually for. No, it's for 3, right? Because I'm on all.
Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah. So that's right.
Yeah. So we're at. So you should only be at like 5.
Yeah, that's
for engage. Yeah. So we're off to Necron's turn 3.
So now this. Yeah. So you get your banner.
So we just finished Necron's turn 3. I scored 15 for having 2 plus more. In my movement phase, my shit healed up. My protocol is the +1 to living wounds. So my shit healed up. And in the movement phase, my destroyer walked over to try and charge in those eradicators. And my Scorptech Lord came over here to have fun with this guy.
There was 4 guys there before.
These dudes fell back. And my Dumark fell back. In the shooting phase, I killed how many of those dudes?
8 or 4 of them.
4 of them?
You killed half the unit.
He passed his bravery check. My warriors, like nothing happened. I think I lost 1 warrior in that fight. In this combat, I lost 5 warriors and did nothing in return. Slowly just pushing myself back onto that fucking point. And here I killed 3 Sanguinary Guard and took 1 wound back in return. We were off to Blood Angel's turn 3. So I just finished Blood Angel's turn 3. His intercessors ran across to punch my Necrons in the face. All these beefy boys came across to punch these Necrons in the face. Shooting, his eradicators tried to blast my Scorptech Lord. He made a shit ton of 4-up invulns, so he's still alive and kicking. The rest of fucking Mark's army charged this Dumark to try and take away my other banner and to take away my zone. He did 12 wounds to my Dumark, and my Dumark is still sitting there.
Well, these guys killed this unit.
Oh yeah, they came across and killed those 4 warriors, and these guys eradicated those dudes. He burned down my banner on that side, and yeah, so we're off to Necron's turn 4. Just finished Necron's turn 4. I almost said vampire counts. Dumark came off of the building. This Dumark fell back. Necron Lord ran into here to fight some dudes. This Dumark just shot stuff. All my Scarabs swarmed into the last Death Company dude. Scarabs ended up killing the Death Company dude. None of my shooting did anything. My 3 Dumarks literally just tickled people. And in combat, I killed the remainder of his guard. And yeah, we are off to Blood Angel's turn 4.
30.
So we just finished Blood Angel's turn 4. His whole army just moved up and did as much as they can to blow up my Dumark and Scorptech Lord. He ended up blowing up the Dumark and Scorptech Lord. The Dumark blowing up he actually exploded, doing mortal wounds to everything, and is actually the fucking cause of my dude dying. The 2 mortal wounds he took, well, that was you still had other dudes that you could still fight. Yeah, so 1 Dumark's down and and my character's down. So Mark gets another assassinate point. He has 3 engaged on all fronts. I was trying to help him on this guy, but he needed the extra dude in range to shoot. So yeah, he only has 2 points for 3 engaged on all fronts, and he's almost maxed out on assassin. Oh no, I have no characters left.
I got 9. So here, we'll add it all up.
So we just did the last 2.
I burned that banner down.
No, I have Scarabs.
I'm object secure, and I have 4 guys.
Okay, so I lose 1 point. So I'm at 73.
Yeah. Still.
71.
So 4 points.
So we had to quickly do the last 2 turns because we were trying to figure out what it would be. Trying to figure it out at turn 4, but it was too close, and like taking banners, one of the big things is the extra points from banners. So we had to quickly finish up the last 2 rounds. Basically fucking ran up, did some wounds in here. Nothing really mattered in the movement phase. He took 3 areas for engaging all fronts, and he burned down that building banner. And yeah, that's the end of that game.